most of you were on board with what we were talking about this morning because you did it. You took the trade. So what we were talking about was that if we sell the belly of the curve against the 230s, which is the purple line, then obviously what we're expecting is the bond price to go up, to go down. The bond price needs to go up to drop. And obviously that's exactly what happens. In fact, the retest was even better value, to be honest. I mean, it was ridiculous, the fact that we even got a retest, but that was probably enough to shake a few people's confidence that we were talking a load of mince, basically, and try and get rid of you. But it was a better opportunity because we managed to build an even bigger position with even better value on the second test. But that's what a Grail trade looks like. We'd already highlighted this story here. We said that the curve was going to steepen. We told you that the deal was to sell bonds at the top edge for the Grail, but let it go up into that sell. That's the Grail part. Let it go up into the sell. And that sell was absolutely genius, wasn't it? Absolutely spot on perfect. And that's what you're trying to do when you're taking a trade like this. You're trying to find the right narrative. Now, obviously, the curve has to have a reason for doing what it's doing. We need to investigate why the curve would even be moving up in the first place. Hence the reason why we talked about the likes of the inflation break-evens, for example, this morning. We talked about the inflation break-evens, and the inflation break-evens were very, very bullish. No shit, Sherlock. So we already had a good feel that this was the right deal to be on. We already had an idea based on the bonds themselves that this was the trade we wanted to be taking part in. When we put the inflation break-evens into the bond curve, we get more confidence, more confirmation that this confirmation setup here is absolutely brilliant. And obviously one of the things that did happen ultimately was actually the inflation break-evens dropped as the bond price dropped. And we obviously lost a lot of value at that stage, but obviously the inflation's picked up again as we moved into the US bond open. So this was brilliant, guys. This was a seriously brilliant trade. And when we see these seriously brilliant trades, we're always trying to tie in that brilliance with something else. We're always trying to tie in that brilliant trade with something else. Inflation break-evens can be one of those trades that we can tie in at certain points. Now, it might be the inflation break-evens are too low. That's always going to be a possibility, but it's something at least as traders we can watch for, we can pay attention to, make a decision against that, and obviously pick up the right trade at the right price in those points. And that's exactly how this has unfolded, hasn't it?